Hello, it's time for tea with Maxine again. It's a hot summer day here in Arizona. I'm enjoying a nice cold iced tea. It's a ginger peach herbal tea with a pinch of turmeric added to it. This is an unusual break from the ordinary iced tea most people drink and the kind served in restaurants. It has an invigorating blend of ginger and peach with a zesty, spicy kick. It's caffeine-free and all natural. Bigelow is the brand, and you can find it in many other flavored teas at your local grocery store. Iced tea is a favorite drink here in the summertime. In fact, here in Arizona, we make what we call desert tea. We fill a gallon glass jar with water, add 4 to 6 tea bags to it, put a lid on it because you don't want any uninvited guests to get in, and set it out on the patio in the sun for a few hours to steep. The sun heats the water, and in about 2 hours, the tea attains the desired strength. Then all we do is add ice and sweetener, and we're ready to relax with a refreshing glass of iced tea. Iced tea was invented, or maybe I should say made popular, back at the World's Fair in St. Louis in 1904. A vendor by the name of Richard Bletchenden was trying to sell hot tea to the people at the fair, but it was such a hot day no one was buying. So he had the idea of adding ice to the tea and offered it as a cooling, refreshing drink, and was swamped with customers. The rest is history. Now you know something most people don't know. Do you like riddles? I think they're fun, but sometimes I admit they're pretty silly. So here's one to make you think. Why do they call money dough? I've often wondered about that. Dough? What has dough got to do with money? Give up? Because you need both of them. All right, let's see if I can do better. A doctor and a bus driver are both in love with the same woman, an attractive girl named Sarah. The bus driver had to go on a long bus trip that would last a week. But before he left, he gave Sarah 7 apples. Why? Oh, this is a hard one. Give up? Because an apple a day keeps the doctor away. And one more, just a silly one. Why did the boy bury his flashlight? Give up? Because the batteries died. Oh, enough of that silliness. But does that bring back some memories of silly riddles and jokes you told as a kid? Riddles are fun, and they do make the brain work. Speaking of the brain, how is your brain? Have you been exercising it by doing crossword puzzles or jigsaw puzzles? Did you try learning something new? I tried learning a new program on my computer. Oh, and let me tell you, it wasn't easy. I struggled for hours, and just when I was about to give up and call my son or granddaughter for help, I figured it out on my own. I was so proud of myself. So learning something new can be hard, but if you persevere, I bet you can do it too. And if you can't, that's okay. At least you tried, which is more than most people our age will do. And you can always ask for help. I think the world is a friendly place, and people like to help one another. Helping makes one feel good. So when we ask for help, we're really helping the other person feel a little better about themselves. Oh, it seems the world is changing so fast. It's hard to keep up with all the modern technology. We need to try to keep up and learn how to use all the features on our cell phone, for instance. Even using the remote for our TV can be a learning curve. If you don't know how to use the guide or how to record a program so you can watch it later, ask someone to show you how. It's important and fun to be able to do those things. And you'll be proud of yourself, and your family will be surprised when you send them a text message or forward a picture that you took with your cell phone. You just have to ask for help. And don't be bashful about it. Maybe you can be the one to initiate a class on how to do some of those things, because I can guarantee you that there are lots of other seniors who are struggling with the very same issues that you are. I know of a man who plays the bagpipes. He was asked by a funeral director to play at a graveside service for a homeless man. He had no family or friends, so the service was to be at a pauper cemetery in the Nova Scotia backcountry. Well, he was not familiar with the backwoods, so naturally he got lost, and being a typical man, he didn't stop and ask for directions. See, he should have asked for help. Finally, he arrived an hour late and saw the funeral director had left, and the hearse was nowhere in sight. There was only the grave diggers and crew left, and they were eating lunch. Well, he went to the side of the grave and looked down and saw that the vault lid was already in place. He says he didn't quite know what to do, so he started to play his bagpipes. The workers put down their lunches and began to gather around. He said he played like he had never played before for the homeless man. And as he played Amazing Grace, the workers began to weep. He says they wept, he wept, they all wept together. It was so moving. When he finished, he packed up his bagpipes and started for his car. And though his head was hung low, his heart was full. As he opened the door to his car, he heard one of the workers say, "Well, I never seen anything like that before, and I've been putting in septic tanks for 20 years. See what happens if you don't ask for directions or help? Are you getting tired of sitting? Researchers tell us we should not sit for long periods of time. It's best to move our bodies every half hour or so. So let's take a couple of nice, long, deep breaths and bring oxygen to every cell of our bodies. Are you ready? Let's inhale. Take a nice, big, deep breath. Hold it and big exhale. And again. And exhale. One more time. Do it with me. Big inhale and big exhale. Good for you. Doesn't that feel good? Now I'll show you some simple exercises to do to keep your hands and wrists flexible. Okay, now hands out in front of you and wave, pretending you're the Queen Elizabeth, and do the Queen's wave. She just rolls her wrist gently, and she's been doing it for over 90 years. And you have to smile as you wave to your friends. Now pretend you are opening a door and turning the doorknobs. Let's all do it together. 1, 2. So let's do thumb, pointer, index, ring, and pinky. Again, thumb, pointer, index, ring, and finger. Now backwards, pinky, ring, index, pointer, thumb. Once more. Now you can do these simple moves on your own while watching TV. Every time a commercial comes on, start moving. Get up if you can, take a few steps, and then do your hand and wrist exercises. I like to hear about success stories of famous people, and today I want to tell you about Arnold Schwarzenegger. Who would believe a man with a hard-to-pronounce last name like that, born in a small village in Austria, would become a famous bodybuilder and win the title of Mr. Universe, become a Hollywood star, marry into the prestigious Kennedy family, and then become the governor of California? But it didn't come easy. There was a time when he had nothing except a belief. He believed in the power of his mind. What the mind can conceive and believe can be achieved. He practiced winning the Mr. Universe title so many times that there was no doubt in his mind that he would win it. Then he did the same thing when he went on to be a movie star. He kept imagining himself as a successful actor until he became one. He says he could feel and taste success, and he just knew it would happen. I think there may be a lesson in that for all of us today. Too many times we focus on our problems instead of the outcome we would like to realize. The Bible tells us, but we should not fill our mind with thoughts, fear, worry, illness, and so on. We should focus on the good things and all the things we have to be grateful for. A pastor I knew years ago encouraged us to write down at least 4 things every night that happened that day that we were thankful for. Well, I began doing that many years ago, and I still do it today. 4 things I'm grateful for. Usually I have more than 4. For instance, right now I'm sitting here thinking how grateful I am that wrinkles don't hurt. But seriously, writing them down in a journal is a wonderful habit to get into, and it will soon change your attitude on life. Gratitude is a powerful tool and actually opens your eyes and heart and brings you more things to be grateful for. I encourage you to try it for just 30 days, just as I did a long time ago. And I wouldn't be surprised if, like me, you'll enjoy it so much you'll want to continue. Which leads me into explaining what the most important 20 seconds of your day are and how to make the most of them. When you first wake up in the morning, you know that feeling kind of half awake and half asleep? Well, at that point, your subconscious mind, which is the powerhouse of your brain, is like a sponge and will quickly absorb whatever you think about and do its best to bring it into reality. So instead of thinking about what you did yesterday, the things you have to do today that you don't want to do, focus on being grateful for all the good things in your life. The Bible tells us in Philippians 4:8, whatever is true, whatever is noble, whatever is right, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, whatever is admirable, if anything is excellent or praiseworthy, think about such things. Just for 17 or 20 seconds, imagine your perfect day and be grateful for it. Remember the things you wrote in your gratitude journal. Smile and act as if you are happy, even if your back hurts. As you practice this, you may find a shift in your emotions and a better feeling of well-being as time goes by. This is a very short explanation of a scientific process involving a specific part of the brain. Try it. You just might like it. One of the favorite ways that I have to keep in touch with my grandkids is sending them cards in the mail. Letter writing is becoming a lost art. But isn't it nice to get a note in the mail from someone? Kids especially like to get mail, just like their parents do. And I love to enclose a little something, a bookmark, a stick of flat gum or candy, or best of all, a tea bag. They are flat enough to mail in just fine. Then I'll write a little poem like, have a cup of tea on me and dream of all that you can be. Or, spread the laughter, share the cheer. Let's be happy while we're here. It's a great way to brighten someone's day. And I hope I've brightened your day. So till next time, God bless you. God bless America, and may your cup overflow with blessings.